Welcome to Lunch Break. We get an hour lunch, so we're spending 15 minutes of it each day to talk about whatever. So, let's begin the week.
Lunch break.
Lunch break.
Lunch break.
Lunch break.
I didn't get as much sleep as I wanted. Wait, what day is it?
It's
Tuesday?
Tuesday.
We skipped Monday. We didn't
We'll
go
go
to
into that in a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
Say what you're going to say?
Oh, I barely slept. Full stop.
So you're big sleepy today?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty lazy and laxy-duzzy today, so I'm resting on the couch instead of sitting in my chair, so I'm going to have to look over to look at you.
That's weird.
I'm sorry if that makes you uncomfortable.
So, what's happening?
So over the weekend, we went to a party.
Right.
That was really fun. There was a lot of people there. We had a fire. There was a pool. There was pizza. John grilled some dogs.
Right.
John says he doesn't believe in sunscreen or sunburns. So, it's the summer now. Or is it late spring? I think it's late spring. May shower or April showers bring May flowers. I think summer starts in May or June, maybe? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I think it's late spring.
Right.
Anyways, we're at solar maximum still.
Yeah.
So the sun's like less than a 1% brighter, which is, on the stellar scale, that's pretty insane. You already, even at solar minimum, you need to wear sunscreen, but no, John didn't wear any sunscreen, and he got fucking cooked.
Nice.
And then I saw him putting on some lotion when we got home from the party because he looked like SpongeBob in that tanning contest when he turned brown. Like, that's what he kind of looked like, all caramelized.
Yeah.
And then the next morning, he was like, I am super sunburned.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I hope you start putting on sunscreen.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure if he will, though. I don't know if he's peeling or not. I assume he is. I haven't actually seen him since that morning.
Yeah.
I think he came home yesterday, but I was inside my room when he went to his room and
I saw him last night for a second, but I didn't really think anything of it.
didn't notice any peeling.
Point that mic slightly up more at your face hole. Because
Right
we have fucking 1,000 fans going off at the same time in here, and it's already going to sound really bad when when we're mixing this one episode. Yeah. Oh my god. It's just loud in here.
Yeah, I had a hectic weekend. I'm making soup, so I have like the pot in there simmering, and I've got the oven fan on, so that's really loud. But then our apartment started flooding because the dishwasher's broken, so we have a other big giant fan from maintenance that's clearing that up.
Right.
Very hectic.
And it just sounds like wind in here, kind of constantly.
Yeah.
Oh God, we have to go through the whole rest of the week. Like, it's only Tuesday, and we still have like an entire Wednesday and a whole Thursday, and like almost like basically an entire Friday also.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna make it.
Well, the nice thing is, I absolutely refuse to go to work Monday. They can't make me.
Yeah, I'm not going either. Fuck that.
No. There's no particular reason other than the fact that we don't have to, that I'm not going to.
Yeah.
But I refuse to do it, and it's on my own terms.
You want me to like wake you up in the morning so you wake up for work and everything?
Sure. Yeah,
okay,
no, I'll wake up and I'll be like, yeah, let's do it. And then...
Not go.
Yeah, that's like kind of the best thing about like school days when it would snow and you'd like wake up and get all your shit ready, and then, you go and you're like, oh, no school. But it's kind of the same thing for work, except it's still kind of on you. Because it's like, oh, it's like you're not showing up, but still kind of has the same vague level of satisfaction, but not quite, because in the school one, like, you wake up and you're like tired and you don't care about anything, and you don't even have to anticipate driving or anything. You don't have to like hype up or like wake up or anything. You don't give a shit. You just like wake up and you're like barely alive, and you're like a high schooler, so you don't take care of yourself. So you're like, you just like vaguely put on clothes and grab your backpack and like shuffle out the door, and then like you get a call and the bus doesn't show up, and you're like, fuck yeah.
That is pretty dope. I don't know if kids nowadays have that kind of experience though, because like when we were going to school, you'd find out that school wasn't closed basically right before it. Like, either you get a call from the school on your home phone, or like you'd have to watch the news and look at the little scrolling bar at the bottom. They'd be like, oh, this county school is closed and this county school was delayed by 2 hours.
Right.
And then eventually, be white knuckling it, but come on. Show up every county except for yours. Be like, fuck, gotta go to school. But nowadays, kids just get like a text on their cell phone.
Huh.
So they just wake up, open their phone. Oh, no school. Go back to sleep.
Right. I don't know. There was something about just like getting fully ready, and then you're like, you look outside and you're like, wow, there's a good chance I don't have to go to school. And then you're not sure, and you're just like set up, and then either your parent took a phone call or you, like they're sitting, oh my God, like they're sitting in front of the TV and just watching the county scroll by, and you're like, please, come on.
Yeah, you're all awake, ready to go, and then boom, no school. So you can either, spend that entire morning you'd spend at school playing video games or doing whatever you want, or you could just go back to sleep.
Yeah.
I typically wouldn't go back to sleep, though. I'd just play video games all morning.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably play games. Unfortunately, I'd want to watch TV, but the thing is that there wouldn't be anything on TV at that time. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
There's like no kids watching it, so that was another fucking huge issue on snow days. Because I'd be like, a lot of days, I just wanted to watch TV. I'd be like, fuck, where's all the good shit? It's not even on. What do I do? And then I'd cry.
Piss your pants a little.
Piss my pants a little bit.
Maybe you shouldn't come.
Yeah.
And then, our company doesn't care about us whatsoever. The office literally does not close unless it's like being struck by a meteor.
Yeah.
So, but our old company was like, oh shit, it's getting pretty hectic outside. We're canceling work for y'all. I remember our old boss got chewed out by the owner because, it was like apocalyptic outside. And he was like, no, we're not calling it off or making you leave early. And then remember that night we had to drive home and it was like, this was hell. It was like a blizzard and there was ice everywhere.
Right.
We were going down that hill.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, that was almost a tragedy. Like if someone had an accident, it would have been like one of those horrific pile-up scenes.
Oh, yeah.
Especially considering it was on a huge steep hill.
Right.
Like, but yeah, we survived.
Yeah.
Now this current company, nope, nothing shuts down. Nothing at all. So if there's like, it's apocalyptic outside, you basically have to go, oh shit, my car won't start. I'm not going.
Yeah.
They won't do it for you.
I mean, we also live really close, so it's kind of hard to get away with just being like, nah.
Yeah.
But
literally less than a minute away.
No. Still can, though. It did work. Last winter, at least.
Yeah.
Just be like, car won't move.
And I'm not fucking walking in this weather.
Yeah. And also, like, usually my car doesn't want to work right when it's really cold out. So I also have the nice added excuse of my car being really old and being able to be like, yeah, so my car won't start. Or, like, it starts, but there's no brakes. Or it starts and there's brakes, but I can't turn. Like, there's a million different things that can go wrong with my car in the cold. So
it feels like there should be a better way to clear out the parking lot here than the way that they do it, because of the way that they do it is they push it all the way and then they just create like a mountain behind all the cars.
Yeah.
So even if you could move, there's like a mountain of ice behind you.
Right.
So you have to like dig out with a pickaxe.
Yeah. I'm not sure why they do that. I mean, obviously it would take more work to not do that, but on the other hand, like, you're effectively just screwing everyone.
Yeah. Maybe it's like to increase like turnover rate, because like these apartment complexes, I think this is like a normal thing for apartment complexes. They typically don't imagine people are going to spend a bunch of time there. Like, like we have our neighbor who's lived here for 30 years and that's very outside the norm.
Right.
They kind of expect a turnover rate of like 5 to 10 years, even less sometimes. So maybe it's like a hollow point of the ploy, like, oh, if we trap them inside, they won't get paid, and then if they don't get paid, they can't pay their bills, so then they'll have to go find somewhere else to live.
I don't know if they would really want us to live. Isn't it like cheaper to keep a current tenant than it is to freaking get a new one? I mean, surely. I mean, they have to renovate everything, go through, check everything, pay a bunch of people to like check it out. Like, I feel like it would make more sense for them to keep us.
I don't know. I don't think so. Like, It's like a normal thing with apartments that they expect turnover rate and they want turnover rate.
Uh,
I don't know what the math is behind it though.
I mean, maybe like deposits, but like even then, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't want to go back and nearly finished with Harry Potter. I still wish they picked a different voice actor for Harry.
Is he still being really insufferably annoying?
It's awful. The first one was fine, which I believe is the same voice actor as like the new HBO series for Harry and Hermione. I'm not sure about Ron, but I'm pretty sure it's the same voice. It's the same like people that are going to be in the new HBO series.
That's cool.
They were fine. Like I thought their voices worked great. But as soon as they switched to like the older version of the characters and it was like this newer Harry, oh my god. Insufferable.
Do you know specifically which book the changes?
It's pretty early. It's even earlier than I would want it to be.
I'd assume the third or fourth book.
I want to say the third book. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like when he starts going through puberty, so I guess it would make sense to
I guess,
switch
but like
it then.
on the other hand, like it's such a giant leap. Like it's unnerving how raspy and not young he sounds immediately, and it's like
Sounds
what
like
the
a
fuck?
middle-aged man.
And then like again, like he's insufferable. Everything he says sounds whiny and irritating, and like he's angry all the time. Like he's super like passive aggressive towards every single person he talks to all the time, no matter what. So frustrating. Like I can't like him as a character at all. I enjoy the experience, but then every time Harry speaks, I'm like, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Stop talking. Get out of here.
Fuck off, Harry.
Like even in this last book, because there's a lot of moments in Harry Potter where Harry Potter's a little bit of a dick, and in those moments, it's like, well, okay, well, you know, it's understandable. He's going through a lot. He's a good kid. He's just got a lot going on. But when you hear this guy say it in his voice, no, he's an asshole all the time, and now he's being a mega asshole, and I want to punch him in the mouth.
The sympathy just out the window.
Yeah, like it's super annoying to listen to him. The way you talk matters a lot about like how you're fucking perceived. And like if you're just like absurdly fucking angry and pissed all the goddamn time, and then that's your default, and we're supposed to and we're like, oh well, you know, he's just like that. He just sounds like that all the time. He's not really angry. But then when he is angry, it's like, fuck off. No one's gonna care.
Ideally, the lows will make up for like the highs, and there's like a balance between. But if you're always low or always high,
Yeah.
it kind of throws you off.
Like sometimes he's happy, but even when he's happy, he sounds a little bit like on the edge of being pissed. I don't know. It's almost over. I can almost not have to think about it ever again.
Speaking about almost never having to think about it ever again, I'm making a soup today, and there's been a lot of preparation that has gone into this soup, and I didn't light anything on fire.
That's cool. Did you... I know we've gotten like fresh meats to use in a soup like that. What kind of... Like, what does meat do when it's already cooked and then you put it into a soup like that? Like, is it going to be, like, weird? Is it going to be, like, really brittle or something, do you think?
From the meat I tried, the texture feels the exact same.
Okay.
It's just the essence of the flavor is going to seep out into the broth. So the broth is going to be very, very tasty.
Yeah.
Especially because I've got a bone in there. Like, you boil a bone for a whole day, and it gets really tasty.
Mm.
So it's going to be like a bone, brothy, meaty, brothy soup.
Bone.
But I've got a shit ton of vegetables because the only thing that's in there right now is there's ham beans, navy beans, ham chunks, and a ham bone.
Right.
So it's going to be very beany and very hammy. But I've got some onions. I'm going to put a fuck ton of onions in there, fuck ton of cabbage, a bunch of carrots, some leeks, and at the end I'll finish it off with a kale garnish. And it should be very hearty and delicious and very nutritious.
Sounds dope.
And then I also plan on baking some potatoes and kind of making them not quite burnt, but rather hard, but still with like a soft interior.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to put those in your soup and eat it with it. I typically would keep or cook potatoes with the soup, but I don't want it to get starchy.
Yeah. It does sound freaking dope. I'm still trying to count calories and shit. And be nice to eat some crazy freaking ham soup thing.
Do you mind if we ended here? Because I didn't put sunscreen on, and I'd like to put some sunscreen on.
That's valid. I could draw it out for another 2 minutes and make you angry.
I wouldn't get angry.
Oh, well, I'd try to make you angry.
If you want to see angry, my fucking sunglasses broke right before we got here.
Yeah. We are actually drawing. Okay, let's end it. All right, see you later.
Till Wednesday.
Yay.
Bye.
Lunch break.
Lunch break.
Lunch break.
It's Wednesday.
Yeah. I didn't get fucking lunch break uploaded until yesterday.
Whoopsies.
Yeah, I haven't done that in a long time. I just forgot on the weekend. We did all that stuff we did last weekend, and then in the light of all of it, I just didn't think about it. And then Monday somehow passed, and I still didn't think about it. And then last night, I was about to go to sleep, and I was like just about to lay down. I was like, all right, I got all my shit in order. Gonna get to go to sleep early. Gonna feel good. And I like get in bed, and I ask a question of the AI. I can't remember what it was, but I was just answering some question that I had. And then it mentioned podcasts, or like the podcast stuff that I'm working on. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. And then I was like, oh shit. And then I got up and like checked, and I was like, oh no way. And I didn't do it. And I had to fucking edit and fucking render out the entire podcast. And then the first time I rendered it out, the intro at the beginning of the podcast, I forgot to make a gap between it and us starting the podcast. So it was like the intro was overlapping all of our words when I rendered it, and I had already closed everything. So I had to render the whole thing. I had to edit and render the whole thing 2 times before I was able to finish.
That sucks.
It fucking blew. Like, I finished rendering it. I was like, okay, thank God. I can go to sleep. I uploaded it, had everything done, went to go lay down, listened to it just once to check, and I was like, fuck! And I had to get up and do it again. And then so I ended up staying up an hour later than I wanted to, and I only slept 6.5 hours again. Which is like the fucking bane of my existence, is sleeping almost exactly 6.5 hours every single day, despite trying everything I can to not do that. It's killing me.
I blame the flooding dishwasher.
Yeah. But that also affected it too. When the fucking dishwasher flooded, it was like right at night, right before I went to bed. And then that screwed me up. And now tonight that happened, so that screwed me up again.
What's going to happen tonight?
I don't know. Something's going to happen. I'm going to fucking lay down and go to sleep, and a burglar's going to break in, and I'll have to fucking box, and then I'll be like, God damn it. And then I'll finally be able to go to sleep, but it'll be like an hour late, and I'll only sleep 6 hours and 30 minutes. Yeah. It's bullshit.
I don't know.
I'm tired of it. I just want to get like a full night's sleep. And now I'm like, all right, well, apparently I like, no matter, it also doesn't, it seems like, I don't know. I haven't really had the opportunity to lay down when I want to lay down and try to go to sleep, except for the night before that. And then, even then, I was just laying there until like 11:30 before I actually fell asleep, which is like usually what happens. I just lay there forever. So it's like, I'm realizing that like even on the weekends, I can't sleep in, you know?
Yeah.
Like I can't. I'm not able to, not even like an hour. Like not even a little bit. Like I have to like strictly get up at the same time because I need to like force myself to be fully freaking tired throughout the entire week so that when I go to lay down, I actually go to sleep instead of just lay there. So I basically have to exhaust myself before I can stop exhausting myself, which sucks. It'd be nice if before the weekend comes, my body decides to start going to sleep when I tell it to, but I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to be up all be fucking sleep deprived the rest of the week. This weekend will suck, but I'll be getting up at like 6:30 to 7 a.m. basically even on the weekends, I guess, which is going to suck.
What are you going to do with your early morning on the weekend?
Nothing. But I can't be in bed because, again, my body seems to think that laying in bed means to sit there and do nothing. So I can't do that. It's pissing me off. It's pissing me off how much I have to work to just sleep. Like, I don't know. I never really had any issues sleeping before. So, I don't know. It's annoying.
Working to sleep sounds kind of like a oxymoron, maybe? I don't know if that's the correct term to use, but
I don't know.
it's a little silly.
It's super irritating. I just need it. I need for like the rest of forever to not do this and to sleep properly. I need the majority of my days to be getting enough sleep instead of the majority of my days to not.
Yeah.
Because I'm dying. I don't know, man.
Have you been working today?
No, not really. I keep being handed things that are worth too many points, so I have no incentive to do them quickly.
Yeah.
So I just listen to Harry Potter. I think I literally have 40 minutes of it left, of the last book. And then I'll be probably listening to Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Oh, the new one?
Yeah.
Oh, very excited.
Because I just want to... I kind of want to get back to Red Rising because I stopped in the middle of the second book. But, oops, I don't know. I just don't want to. I don't want to. I want to finish everything else that I have now on the table before I get to that. I don't like having it in the back of my head. I still have all this other shit to listen to. When it's like stuff that I've already mostly listened to.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
work's been pretty chill today. My scorecard kind of looks horrible right now because I haven't submitted anything except for one thing this week, so I'm at like 1%. But I finally got like a QC and I submitted that, so I'm sure that rose it by like 10% or so. I've just been working on a massive project this whole week where it's just like there's like a certain amount of addresses we can have per area, and it's like a couple under that limit.
Yeah.
And I had to do a bunch of stuff. I had to like draft in a bunch of underground stuff, and then had to delete everything, and the software is being slow, so it took like 5 minutes to delete one thing, and I had like, I don't know, like 400 things to delete.
Yeah. Usually when I'm faced with that scenario where I know that I'm stuck having to do something repetitive and I know that it's taking a baseline amount of time to do it, I'll literally sit down and like time it. I'll time how long it takes me to do like 5 of them, and then I'll do the math to figure out how long it's going to take me to finish it, and then I'll tell my supervisor.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, so like based on my little calculation I just did, it's going to take me this long, so expect me to be working on this for this amount of time, or have at least this much of a delay. But yeah, I mean, I haven't had to stress about points in a really long time. It's like it's totally changed down there. I am kind of creating problems for myself though, because I've been mentioning about the quality of our work stuff, like bringing it up, kind of like, hey, like I've noticed that we're all kind of really not doing this very well anymore, just because I don't know.
It's nice to have standards.
Yeah. Like, I want to at least feel decent about the work that I'm doing and not just feeling like I'm just there. It's just sort of how it feels sometimes.
It's okay to be like, fuck it every now and then, but when it's the fuck it all the time,
yeah,
it's not good.
Yeah. I mean, it makes me worry that someone somewhere is going to like look into it and be like, what is going on in here? Like, what happened?
Why is there 2 years worth of work that's completely wrong?
Yeah,
You're going to have to do all of it over again.
Yeah, like, well, not even that. Like somebody's going to get, like, attacked or something. I don't know. Like, they're going to... Upper management's going to come in and tear the whole place up if we don't... I feel like it's just like, I don't know. It's going unkempt, and completely overlooked by, like, everyone.
Yeah, it's the whole office.
So...
Every floor.
Yeah. I don't know. But again, I guess it doesn't matter that much. It is what it is. Just,
I always just think about what my supervisor said, where he was like, everything we do doesn't really matter anyways, because construction's going to look at it, go be like, I'm not doing that, and they're going to do their own thing.
Yeah. Which is true. It makes me wonder how long this job is going to survive. Just generally.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Because, like, it seems like there's definitely something going wrong or going on with it. I still can't get over getting it in the first place because it's still super surreal to be able to just sit in an office and like listen to audiobooks and then just keep my brain vaguely entertained or like busy, which is stuff I like to do generally anyway. Like I enjoy just like sitting there thinking about shit. So it's like, and I'm getting paid to do it. It's pretty tight.
Yeah.
The only part that sucks is the wasted, the missing time that I don't get to do other things in, which I guess is like the downside of any kind of job. So it's sort of, you know, it is what it is, I guess.
The perils of adulthood.
Mm.
I don't know. I would like it better if the job I was doing I was more passionate about, or, you know, I had to really think about what I was doing.
Yeah.
Like when we first started, I did have to think about what I was doing, and it was very satisfying because it was like solving puzzles every day.
Yeah.
But now it's like you're like putting a puzzle together, but all the pieces fit no matter what you do.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if the puzzle at the end just looks like a fucking, like a modern art painting with just a bunch of splotches everywhere.
Well.
If it fits together, it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, also a lot of the stuff that used to be challenging is no longer challenging.
Yeah, it's just instinctual. You just do it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, there's options of like going up a ladder, but it doesn't look like anybody up there is having fun. So
yeah, I would not want to do any management position with this. They're always just like running around screaming at each other on my floor.
Yeah. I'd rather just be comfortable, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully I'll win the lottery or something. And have more money than I know what to do with and just be like, all right, well, guess I don't really need to do this anymore. If I can do something else.
I'll just spend my days watching movies and working out and working on passion projects. Be very nice. But then what if you run out of passion projects? I don't know if I would.
I don't think I could ever run out of shit that I want to do.
Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff.
I have a lot of things that I want to do and I have no time to do them. Yeah.
Had a little tiny disaster last night while playing Valheim. I don't know really how it happened, but my microphone stand just kind of started falling to pieces. Like I was just sitting there and it started like leaning into my desk and I was like, what the hell? And I moved it out of the way and I was like, why is this so loose? And then I grabbed it and it just popped out of like the weight at the bottom. Yeah. And I was like, holy shit. But yeah, I just had to put it back together. Don't know how it loosened itself to the point where it was just falling to pieces.
Yeah.
Though it is a rather cheap microphone stand.
Yeah. That's not cool though. It falls apart. You should get the one I should get like one of the nice ones I have. The Rode ones, you know?
Yeah, those do look really nice.
They're a little expensive, like 100 and something, but it's been very reliable, super sturdy despite my fucking awful treatment of it. Like I literally just like I yank it around, I just put it wherever I want it, and it's been holding up real well. So I definitely feel like I could recommend it. I'm not sure if I bought a special base for it to connect to my desk, because I can't remember if that's the one it came with or if the one that it came with I didn't like. But like, I think that's the most important part, is that base part of it, so that like as long as it doesn't bend or do anything weird, it should last a long time. It makes a lot of noise though. It's very squeaky. But I could just probably put like WD-40 on it and fix it.
WD-40 fixes everything.
Yeah. I haven't even done that yet. I don't know why not. I totally should do that. It'd just make it work.
The clip from King of the Hill where Hank is like trying to fix a squeaky door and he tries to open up a can of WD-40 but it won't open. So he pulls out a smaller can of WD-40 and sprays it and opens it.
Yeah.
Oh, very silly.
Oh, God.
I suppose we have to go back to work.
Yeah, I guess.
Ugh.
It's raining, which sucks.
It's raining, it's pouring.
I don't have an umbrella because I have one in my car and one at work, and I didn't know it was raining when I left work, so I didn't leave with an umbrella. So now I need to buy a third umbrella that I keep at home, so that if I don't drive home and I don't have the one in my car and I don't take the one with me inside of the office, I have a third one at home that I can take with me back to the office if I leave the office without the first one.
Yeah.
And then I want like a small, tiny, portable one that I can carry in my pocket that like folds out.
Emergency umbrella.
Yeah, but I want it to be as compact as like a pen, and I click it, and it's a full-ass umbrella. So, like, get on that, scientists.
Origami umbrella now. We don't have to go back. We could just sit here forever. They're not going to send, like, a corporate hit squad to come kidnap us or anything.
Yeah. I really thought about calling out of work this morning when I realized my sleep stuff got screwed up. But it's just so goofy. Plus, we're not even going to work Monday.
Yeah, we're off Monday. Fantastic. Got a 3-day weekend.
So, like, it's kind of hard for me to justify taking time off when we're already about to get time off. But
hopefully our dishwasher is fixed by then.
it will be. Should be. Hopefully that was actually our problem and we don't have any other issues
Yeah.
after replacing it. That's what I'm afraid of, is they replace it and then we still have issues. But it will be nice. That dishwasher has been kind of a piece of shit since we moved in.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Very clunky, old.
Yeah. It's always had some quirks that sort of suck. And I'm sure the new one is going to, even if it's the same one, will work way better. But yeah, all right, fuck. I guess we should go.
All right, well, to Thursday.
Yeah.
Yay, Thursday. Bye.
Lunch break.
Lunch break.
It's
Friday.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pretty cool.
Oh.
It's been fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a long week, but we have a long weekend and shit, and work's just been sort of like normal and all that, so.
I may not sound like it, but I am very happy.
Gross. Why?
Our dishwasher got repaired.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it didn't get repaired. It got replaced,
Yeah, it got replaced.
which is nice.
So it turns out the dishwasher, the connection where like one of the leaky hose,
Mm-hmm.
the hose where like it drains water,
Yeah.
the connection for it was like completely eroded.
Yeah.
It was like basically not existent anymore.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh yeah, the mechanic man was like, oh yeah, this happens to him all the time.
Hmm.
And he was like, yeah, this thing is like 25 years old or something. And I was like, good Lord,
Yeah.
just been here the whole time.
Yeah.
So he got us a new dishwasher, and he was like, I apologize it took so long because like the day you called, we really replaced the last one we had in stock.
Yeah.
So little bit, if we called like a day earlier,
Yeah.
could have possibly have gotten one, but you know, it's all good.
It's whatever. I mean, it's there now. It didn't actually take that long. We had to do hand wash dishes for like 2 days. So like, it's not a big of a deal.
Yeah, he was a pretty chill dude. I came in and I let him in. He was like, howdy. And then he was just whistling and having a good time and listening to Linkin Park the whole time.
Yeah. It's cool.
He was listening to that one song that's like, surface.
Right.
I've become so numb, I can feel you there.
Right. The song called Numb.
Yeah, that one. And every mistake that I make is another mistake to you. Caught in the undertone. And he was just, singing along with it the whole time.
Yeah.
And I was just in my room. Came out to check on him a couple of times. I was like, can I help you with anything? And he was like, oh, no, I got this.
That's cool.
Held the door for him. That was pretty cool. And yeah, got a new thing. He had like he was like young, but had like a smoker's voice.
Mm.
He was like talking like this the whole time.
Right.
But I think he was younger than I am.
Did you guys make passionate love?
A little bit, but
Oh, okay.
more so not passionate. What's the opposite of passionate? Impassionate?
Angry? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
know.
But yeah, we got a new dishwasher. We can do laundry again. I asked him if it was like, could we have done laundry? And he was like, oh yeah, that has no effect on it.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, the only reason it freaked me out is just, again, that's where the water was.
yeah.
And it was pooling underneath the washing machine. So I was like, I can't know 100% for sure.
And he also said there was like no damage, which quite surprised me. There was a lot of water.
Yeah.
Water does damage really fast. It's one of the homeowner's nightmares. The four, the elements from Avatar: air, water, earth, fire. Those are the worst things that can happen to a house. Is the elements get involved. Water damage, freaking air can blow stuff around, like blow the roof off. Earth can sink and make the house sink. which is not good because, like, you know, one side will be sunk and the other won't. So then the foundation will crack, and that's like breaking the back of a house.
No.
And then, of course, fire. I don't think I have to explain the issues that come with fire.
I don't really understand, but that's okay.
Maybe you could try to explain.
I don't know.
Speculate.
I don't know. I don't understand. I don't get it.
Any conjecture?
Who?
What's the difference between speculation and conjecture?
Their names.
That is true.
It's Friday, and that means that another week has gone past, and the Steam Machine isn't out yet.
Yeah.
So, I guess that's it.
Steam controller's still here.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
We haven't gotten taken away from us yet or anything.
Yeah.
No recall orders. I got a Kerbal Space Program to work on the Steam machine or the Steam controller.
Yeah, that's cool.
Fucking fantastic. All it really took was just me in my room plunking away at it for 30 minutes. I would have done it out here, but it's kind of, I don't know, it's just uncomfortable to do it. Like, I'm just more comfortable at my desk, so I could just put the Steam controller down, move the controls around on my keyboard and mouse, and be like, oh, what does this do?
Yeah.
I could have done it out here with the wireless one, but it's just not as comfortable, and it would have taken me like twice as long.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 100% fully playable. Like, there's some of the buttons that don't work, but I don't really need them because, like, they're just like quality of life buttons. Like, oh, you can press L to deploy your solar panels. Well, you can also just right click on the solar panel and click deploy.
Yeah.
So
there's not really a lot of scenarios where you're like, emergency deploy solar panels, unless you're trying to like put them away quickly because you forgot to retract them before a maneuver or something. But
the only thing I'm a little worried about is basically like driving controls for robotics. Like if I make like a rover or a lander or something, or
it should work, right? I mean,
it will work, but I haven't touched the controls for it at all.
Yeah.
And then docking controls and RCS controls, which RCS is like the little tiny rockets that let you maneuver. But it should, I assume it's going to work fine.
Yeah.
I haven't tested it.
At least with the RCS and ACS stuff, or whatever the other one is, the
SAC.
Yeah, you can control them with just the mouse.
Yeah.
So it's not that bad. Although those ones are something where you need to like be able to quickly toggle. But that should be a quick keybind thing.
Yeah. I definitely want to get into Kerbal Space Program again because, again, the only thing I've ever done in the game that's impressive is I built a fueling station around the moon and used that to land on Minmus, which honestly is completely unnecessary. You can get the Minmus without fueling at all. You just bring it with you. But I don't know, I thought it would be cool to do that. And next time I play, though, I'm going to build a fueling station around the moon and then refuel somewhere around the moon and land on a different planet, which I've never done that before.
Right. I had a lot of trouble getting to Minmus and back in the campaign.
Yeah.
Because, like, with the limited resources sort of shit, it was really, really tricky. Like, you're on a knife's edge in terms of having the stuff you need. And then sometimes, like, there are things that you can't, I mean, you could, but it's really hard unless you've done it a bunch of times already to predict exactly how it's going to work once you get back. Like, you can do a bunch of tests for re-entry, but you can't really know, like, exactly how much fuel you're going to have for maneuvers and shit when you get there.
Yeah. And
you can be really careful with your maneuvers to, like, get real close, but, like, sometimes you got to, like, hope a little bit.
Let Kerbal Jesus take the throttle.
A lot of my biggest missions that I've done in that game definitely relied a lot, or definitely had luck. Always had something to do with it. Where like I'm pulling a maneuver, and like maybe I run out of fuel in a stage that I was specifically built to do a particular maneuver, and I'm like, oh fuck, and then maybe I'm able to like just squeeze a little bit out of the next stage, or I'm able to like use SAS or something, or like the planets just happen to line up in a way where I can like do a gravity assist or something, and I'm like, thank fuck.
Fucking love a gravity assist.
But I don't know. It's that game is absurdly fun.
I've never actually played the campaign mode. I've only ever done the science mode where you don't have to worry about funds, but nothing's unlocked until you research it.
Yeah.
I kind of play it how like I play City Skylines. Like I play City Skylines with infinite funds, but I also play it where you still have to unlock everything.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. But even then, even with even even with that, it would still be tricky. Like, having unlimited funds it helps a lot, but like getting to, like, once you've maxed out your research on Minmus and Kerbal or Kerbin, like, you've at that point you have unlocked enough stuff to like potentially get to those other planets, but like, good luck, because you can't really do much when you get there. You might be able to get there and then do some science, like check the atmosphere or whatever, but then like it's like you end up in that knife's edge situation. But it's just like, now it's research, and you're like desperately trying to squeeze out as much research as possible out of the things you're able to easily access.
I learned this relatively recently about Kerbal Space Program 1. It is I'm sure you're familiar. Before Kerbal KSP 2 came out, there was a multiplayer mod for KSP 1.
Right.
And me and Gwen tried it once, and it was fucking horrible. Like, just latency issues, server hosting issues, and then when you played the game, it didn't actually play like multiplayer. Like, basically, you could like watch them, or they could watch you.
Yeah.
Which, that sucks. Like, it's basically like streaming to Discord, except you can move the camera around. But after KSP2 came out, which promised multiplayer and interstellar travel and a bunch of other things, that game completely flopped and then got abandoned by the developers.
Right.
The KSP1 had its highest player count ever since launch, like even higher than when it first came out. Like, I think the highest average play count was like around 10,000.
Yeah.
After KSP2 failed, the player count for KSP1 went up to 30,000, which is pretty crazy. And a small team of modders basically overhauled the game, and there's already loads of overhauls for KSP1, but basically they wanted to turn the game into KSP2.
Yeah.
So they made a whole bunch of graphic enhancements, new modules, interstellar travel, and multiplayer. And the multiplayer mod for this one, the new one, works really well.
Huh.
Like, you can actually like have two people flying different things at once.
Right. That's cool. I don't really understand the multiplayer aspect of that, because I don't really know how useful that would actually be. But like, it is cool.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that game, like, I mean, it's not like you would have any functional purpose of having to. I don't know. I don't really see the use in it, but it is cool, I guess.
The only uses I could really see that could come in handy is like if you're like docking something, and then you have one person control one ship and the other person control the other, so you don't have to like constantly go back and forth.
But usually if you're docking, you want whatever it is, you want one of those things in a stable, predictable orbit, and then you just dock with it.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't really see how having somebody else control the other thing is really going to be that beneficial.
Yeah, it's definitely, the mod isn't really beneficial, but it is very fun.
Yeah. It does seem kind of cool. I'm interested in Subnautica 2 multiplayer.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think that could be stupid fun and useful, because there's a few like grindy tasks in Subnautica where one person could easily be doing research and crafting tasks while somebody else is just like going and farming for specific resources to do something else. And that would be
wheat.
Insanely helpful, because that's like the most time consuming thing in that game is like, you're like, oh, I really want to do this, but now I have to collect 1 billion pieces of coral or something.
It's like playing Minecraft, where like one person's at the house doing all the science mods while one person's in the mine, the other person's out adventuring, gathering plants and stuff.
Right. I don't know how many people can be in it. I'm assuming it's just co-op.
I think it's 4 people.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And the game looks awesome. Like, visually, they changed everything. Like, it's got like, I think it's got like ray tracing and shit in it, but like the way the light moves in it and through the water and shit looks really good.
This has definitely been a good couple years for tech and gaming.
Yeah.
We've got GTA 6 is coming out this year. Steam Controller came out. We had fucking Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Subnautica 2.
The internet says that Subnautica 2 should run on the Steam Deck.
Ooh.
I haven't tried it. I don't own the game yet because I spent too much money on the Steam controller, so I'm not allowed to actually buy it this month. But I'm planning on maybe buying it next month. But I don't know when the Steam Machine's going to come out. I might buy it, and then the Steam Machine comes out, and then I end up buying that too anyway, but we'll see. But I sure as fuck am not going to buy it right now. But I do think it would be really cool to try out here. I never beat the first game. Like, I got pretty damn close. I think I'm pretty much like, if I knew what I was doing, I could probably beat it in a few hours at this point. I don't know what I'm doing, so it would take me like a couple days probably to actually do it.
Yeah.
Because when I played it, I spent so much time just like recycling and getting lots of like redundant stuff so that I can like if my fucking whatever it is, my vehicle explodes, I want to be able to build a second one. Like I always wanted to have like redundant resources and stuff available and stored. So I would spend a lot of time like doing that kind of thing instead of like going an efficient route where I can, like, if you knew what you're doing, it honestly probably wouldn't get destroyed because you just know exactly what modules you need to add to it in order to survive in a specific area, and then you know how to maneuver to outmaneuver the things that are trying to kill you. I don't know how to do that, and it's going to be 100%. I would go down there and end up getting annihilated 4 or 5 times before I figure out, oh, I'm supposed to do this, or I need to use this module to not die. And so I would be like, all right, instead of wasting my time later, I'm going to waste time now preparing for my inevitable million attempts. And I don't know. It's one of those. Also, it's like the community is a little. I mean, the community it's a split kind of personality community because half of it is just like, yeah, well, I only spent 13 hours in the game, so you're taking too long. And then other people are like, I spent 80 hours in the game, and it was fun. And you know what I mean? Like, it's all over the place. Like, if you know exactly what to do, if you follow a guide, you can burn right through it.
Yeah.
But if you don't, like, it does take a while because, like, even little things like just finding like research objects required me to like understand things that I could have looked up. Like, oh, the crates on the ground sometimes are like, they look like they're complete closed on all sides, but you can, like, if you find the right angle, you can actually get inside of them, and there's little tiny objects that are inside that can provide research. Had no idea about that because it wasn't immediately apparent when I was like looking around for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I wasted so much time because I didn't know that one little detail. If I had looked up anything at all, I would have known that. But I didn't because I wanted to experience it.
The game definitely has a fucking amazing atmosphere.
Yeah. It's like, it's just super rewarding to just sort of exist down there and like build stuff. People that burn through those kinds of games, I don't really understand. Like, what's the point of getting to the end of it so quick? Like,
Some people don't really find that much pleasure in relaxation stuff. They just want to do the grind and get it over with and say they beat it.
well, I don't give a fuck about saying I might not ever beat that game. I probably won't. I honestly might just go straight to 2. But it's a really fun game.
We have to go back to work.
Yeah, I know. It sucks ass.
Oh, well, 3-day weekend.
Yeah, that's
Yay.
true.
Woo, Saturday.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.